God allowed temptation because man willfully surrendered his power of domination to Satan in the Garden of Eden by giving in to the temptation of Satan. Number one, can you read it? No, the first, no, we're in topic number 2. Why God allow temptation. So we talk about what temptation is, right? So why did God allow temptation? We need to speak up.
God allows temptation because man willfully surrendered his power of domination to Satan in the Garden of Eden by giving into temptation of Satan.
Yes. So God allow it because we've made the decision, the will. We've given up that we've given up because God gave us dominion, right? He gave us dominion. But because the temptation, we fell into that temptation, we've given up that power. That's why he said God allowed temptation because men willfully surrender his power of dominion to Satan in the garden. He has surrendered their power, unfortunately. So now God say, okay, since you've surrendered your power, the devil now has willingly can go everywhere. He has the right to tempt you. It's now up to you to say, to fall to that temptation or not fall to that temptation. So that's the first one, because now he's giving you the power to make a decision on your own. The will, the power is the will is in your hand. Number 2.
Consequently, to prove our faith, since the above incident happened, anyone that must be promoted to heaven must be an overcomer.
Yes.
Hebrews 2:14.
Let's read Hebrews 2:14 to 15 real quick. So Jesus became man so that he could die and break the power of the devil, right? However, so now because of that, because of what happened, right? Because of us giving the power to the devil to tempt us, we now have to prove. How do we prove our faith? By believing in Christ, by knowing that Jesus Christ have came so that now the power of the devil can be taken away from him, right? But you have to prove it in order for you to make heaven. So overcoming the world, the word, and that's James 1:3. James 1:3. We have to look at temptation as a gift, right? Let's look at James 1:3. Yes, perseverance. So, for you know the testing of your faith produce steadfasting, perseverance. So when you're being tempted, you have to know that it's a gift. It's a gift because it's helping you to grow. It helps you to stay steadfast. So we have to look at it because it helps us to put our faith in action. He helps us to have a deeper trust in God. That is what temptation, that's why God allowed temptation. Number 3, why God allowed temptation? Glorified. So the name of the Lord may be glorified. God allowed temptation because when you overcome that temptation, you know it is God's doing. You realize that that you need God in your life. Once you are able to overcome that temptation, right? You see that God is the only one that gives you the power to be able to do that. Number 4,
God allows temptation as an example to believers.
yes. God allowed temptation as an example to believers. So if we go through each of these verses, James 5:10, somebody open James 5:10, another person, 1 Peter 2:21, Job. We're going to read Job 11 to 7, and 1 Corinthians, we will read not the whole thing, but 6 to 11. So the first person, James 5:10. Mm-hmm. Endurance. Thank you. So he's saying, remember those prophets. Remember those prophets we have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction, and patience. So if we go further, he talks about Job here. That even though with all the things that he went through, he stayed steadfast unto the Lord. So where's the other example? We have